It is so good to have you aboard with me. My name is Mr. Gravy. Welcome back to the Dynasty. On our last episode, we had a phenomenal game. Arguably the best game we've ever had, and definitely the best game in this season. Team's got a couple of changes. We'll talk about that in a moment, but for now, welcome to the Dynasty. Alrighty, last game was so important because it was really a kind of an omen for the fact that we can play against anybody, and it's really important to get those kind of games sometimes. So we, believe it or not, Luis Castillo actually paralleled himself. Regardless of getting absolutely shelled, he did get paralleled, so that's great. The biggest new addition to the team is Kenley Jansen, who's going to be replacing Brad Hand. I have no faith in Brad Hand, and I picked this card up off the market for 12,000 stubs, so really not much at all. It wouldn't take you any time to get it. Now, if you recall, I have John Smoltz from Event Games. Those were super easy over 2 events. Now they've, had the same rewards, so I've been able to grind out 20 wins. And I understand winning event games isn't always the easiest thing to do, but with as much time as we have, I don't think it's unrealistic to have a card like John Smoltz. And really, he's kind of just more of a filler if we need some extra arms in a deep game. Another addition we got is Paul DeJong, which I'm going to go ahead and give a shot in this first game and put him in the 7 spot with Adley backing him up, and we're going to put him at first base because he does have quite a few secondaries. He's got really solid fielding, much better than Ryan McMahon, and he's got 105 power, which is instantly top 3 on our team, which goes with Gallo, Hira, and himself now. Nobody else on the team has even 100 power, so I really like the addition here. He may work out really well, or he may not, and we'll just go back to McMahon, who's really close to 100 power plus anyway. But for now, I think it's an interesting call, and we'll give it a shot. If we face a lefty in this game, then we'll probably pinch hit McMahon for DeJong after his first at bat. But for now, let's go ahead and find a game. All right, Jack Flaherty for our play-in game for Division Series. I really want to get into Division Series because it allows us to hopefully get a foothold in Hall of Fame. Make sure that our next game is in Hall of Fame. This one might be in Hall of Fame, but I don't know for sure. We're going to have Frank Tanaka that we're going to be facing here. Should be an interesting game. So we're facing a guy who's 24-10. That's a pretty solid record. All right, he's got Ricky Henderson leading off. First thing I think of with a guy like this is maybe a bunt. So I'm going to go ahead and pull in the corners just to be on the safe side. Jack Flaherty's going to try and pitch us into Division Series. And we are underway with a fly ball into center field that Griffey is not going to get to. And it'll be a ground rule double to kick off the game. And we're going to have to find a way to settle in there. Always tough when the first pitch of the game gets hit. Obviously, that was a sinker dead center of the plate. We'll take that. Might get him at third here. DeJong, good throw, and he got him. Nice double play to kick off the game. Paul DeJong. There we go, a strikeout, and the rally has been killed. Thank you, Paul DeJong. And let's go play with what we got. Obviously a lefty on the mound here. Trent Grisham, lefty-lefty matchup. This could be all-star. It's kind of hard to tell. The PCI is still pretty large. Grisham's hitting under 300 against lefties, so we have to have a patient at bat. He had a huge game for us last time out versus Venezuela, though. 100 miles an hour from Tanaka, so gonna be, or Tanana, sorry, I've been saying that wrong, but 100 miles an hour from this card. And we're gonna want to take some pitches here, kind of get used to his motion. I've never seen this card. But we got a 3-1 count to start the ball game. Grisham hit that pretty well. Deep center field, giving up on it. This may go, and a leadoff homer for Trent Grisham, who is red hot, taking us into Division Series right now. Absolutely huge. I don't think this is on Hall of Fame. I have a feeling he got knocked out of Division Series. Just based off of pitch speed, I think 101 would look a little quicker on Hall of Fame, but we'll find out at the end of the game. I have the red lights going behind me today. Might be wondering why, and the reason for that is we are looking to push into Division Series. The Division Series is obviously red, so a little good luck charm, we hope. This Ken Griffey Jr. has kind of struggled lately. Got us all the way down to the low 300 average. And right to the first baseman, and Griffey's struggles will continue. Definitely missed that pitch, a little bit behind it. And that'll be out number 3.
And that ends the inning.
And we've got a 1-0 lead. Tim Anderson always seems to do damage against us. Let's see what we get here. Got a weak ground ball. Adames will scoop it up, and that'll be it. And let's go hit here in the second. Here's Paul DeJong making his debut here. Unfortunately, drew a short stick against the lefty.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more.
DeJong hit this pretty well. Deep right field. Is that going to go? Paul DeJong in his first at bat goes deep against the lefty, his weaker side. Just kind of squeaked it out. And 2 innings with 2 homers now. Up and away fastball, easy to get to. Adley Rutschman flies out to follow the homer. That'll end the second inning. And it's 2-0. Jack Flaherty looking sharp. He's got the pitcher 0-2. And a base hit up the middle. I love saying things like that, and immediately damage happens. Slider outside, got Trout to reach. I knew he'd be aggressive, so we threw one way off the plate, get Trout to ground out, and we'll go hit. And Flaherty looks at strike 3. That's okay. We were just kind of taking the whole way. Here's Grisham, who's been absolutely red hot lately. And Grisham again off the lefty. He is unstoppable right now in these last 2 games. I can't even tell you. I think he's hit 5 home runs. 5 home runs in just 2 games and probably, what, 7 at bats? Holy Toledo. That was a middle fastball, and we just turned on it. Here's Griffey Jr., who's towing the line around 300. Hard hit ball, but right at him. He's had a tough go lately. Grisham, though, on the other hand, absolutely on fire. There's strike 3, and Tatis will go down.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired.
Joey Gallo at the dish here. Put a changeup in the outside corner. Got him to weakly pop it up into right field. No problem for Gallo, and let's go hit. We have 3 hits, and they're all solo shots. Here's Josh Donaldson at the dish to start the 4th inning off. 3-1, let's see what happens. Left one for me, I hit it pretty well. Deep left center field, Trout's running out of room, and it's gone. And how about that? 4 innings, 4 solo shots in our playing game to get to Division Series. And that was just a breaking ball, caught too much of the plate, a changeup in this case. We were able to pull it out with Donaldson, who continues to hit well. 3-1 to Paul DeJong, so we could be a pretty selective hitter here. If it's not something I feel like we can crush, we won't go for it. That was something I felt like we could hit pretty well. I don't know if we got enough of it. Hit it deep into left field at the wall, and he caught it there. Wow. Paul DeJong almost hit his 2nd homer. 4-0. So we're going to see if we can bait him first pitch on a changeup below the zone. He hit it a ton. Griffey might get there. Oh, I leaped for it, didn't get it. It was a good effort. And Goodrum continues to hit the ball well for him. Wow, how close was that? I just need to see it. I mean, because I did a user leap here. Sometimes these go your way. It was way past him. It was a good effort, though. Henderson got a hanging slider, but he missed it. And Gallo will take it 4-1 after the double results in a run. So with Jack being a quick out, Grisham steps in 2 for 2 with 2 homers, scorching hot.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do.
This has been my guy. I think this has been my favorite player so far.
I like the idea of taking it.
Trent Grisham has had some downs in this lineup, but he has been mostly terrific. He hits another one out to deep right center. This man cannot be stopped. Another one. 3 homers in following up a 3-homer game. 6 homers in 2 games from one guy. I mean, this is unbelievable. The show Trent Grisham has been putting on. On the ground is short. Good forkball there, and that'll end the inning. But not before another strike by Trent Grisham. Mike Trout at the dish here. I'd love to get him to swing at this slider 2-1. Uh-oh. Oh, Donaldson, what a glove over there. Wow. 3-2 to Gallo. We're going to take a dangerous pitch here. And we're going to get him a good slider in and off the plate. Jack Flaherty, a phenomenal start for us in this game. 6 innings of just 1 runs on 5 hits. Terrific job. We have had a home run in every single inning so far in this game. It's been all solo shots, 3 of them coming from Trent Grisham. So we've definitely gotten carried by some of our bats.
And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
We're looking to get hot with Griffey.
Ball 1.
That's somebody in our lineup we got to get going.
A 1-1 home. Now,
and he hits this pretty well. Deep right field. It's going to be a no-doubter. And that is how you get going, Griffey. Another home run. 6 straight in 6 innings. Goodness gracious. The solo shots just keep coming.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
Uh-oh, did we get back-to-back? Donaldson now into deep left field, and he'll change the motive a bit. Way out of here is second of the game. Oh, man. 7-1, and that's a big one there. DeYoung hit this into left field. Trout will make the play, and that will end the inning. Donaldson, part of the back-to-back home runs. A big one there. What a sweet no-doubt animation. Into center.
Griffey waits on it.
Griffey's got it, and that'll end the inning. 7 innings done. We've got 1 run for each inning right now. We go to the bottom half of the 7th. We're up 7-1. I think if we pick up 1 or 2 more, he may be done. That's gone. Rushman out to deep right center off of the nose. It went right in between the radar. A home run for Adley, who continues to hit for us. This has been absolutely nuts. A literal home run in every single inning. All of our offense has been home runs. We've hit 8 of them in this game as Jack Flaherty takes a strike. But he's going to come out of this game here for Jordan out. We're going to actually go Seager. 0-2 up the middle. Shift is right there, though. And that'll be the first out. On the ground is short, and Tatis Jr. will put him away. And another 3-for-4 day for Grisham, a good one. Here's Keston, who's been a little bit quiet lately. We did, and I went right underneath it.
Tatis has a play.
That'll end the 7th. Another home run. It's 8-1. Kenley Jansen will come on into pitch. We're going to do that slider down and in at his back ankle. Got him swinging. What a job by Kenley. And a pretty solid start to his debut. We're going to bring in the corners for this one. I don't want any rallies to show up here. We get a ground ball. Adames will have to hurry. He makes a good throw. He's got a great arm. That's out number 2. Cutters away to righties this year are way better than they used to be. Last year they were very, very weak, but this year they've been very solid. Let's see if we can get this out of the zone. So he's pretty much dead on that outside pitch. I'm going to throw this in the dirt, see if I can get him to swing. Look at that beautiful pitch from Kenley. He was very sharp in his debut. 8-1, the new guy's making an impact.
Every pitch has to be thrown with a purpose.
Number 13.
Joey Gallo is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
Here's the 0-1 to Gallo. Ooh, fooled me on a great curveball. Wow. 0-2. Let's see what he comes with.
With that pitch, only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Really just sinker and 2 pitches that break away. So we could kind of sit sinker after 3 straight off speed. That'll send our runner all the way to the plate. And our first non-home run will come thanks to Joey Gallo hitting one to the wall. With all the lefties coming in, I'd rather save Jansen's arm. We'll go to Dan Plesac. I thought Jansen looked pretty good. Plesac's got some wiggle room here. We can give up a couple. Kirby Puckett, the Twins collection. We'll come to the plate. We'll get Rob Dibble warmed up just in case things go really south. But barring a 4-run inning, we're definitely going to run with this guy for a bit. First pitch swinging as Puckett puts it all the way to the wall. and a no-out double to kick it off.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr.
Plesac throws hard, and I think he's going to struggle with this velocity as it goes on. That was a two-seamer, caught a little bit too much of the plate, and immediately gets a four-seamer that he pops up to DeYoung, who will make the catch.
And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
And I always move my fielders until I see that circle start to kind of make that motion, because I've seen it drop too many times. Here's Jeff Bagwell, who will face the lefty, and we'll throw a first pitch slider to him, and he'll take it. I'm going to throw one more slider and try and get it a little bit higher. Just like that. Perfect. I think he'll go for it again. I'm going to throw it one more time. Look at that. We may actually get him three. Do we try three straight here? I'll do it.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Bagwell.
Am I going to be that pitcher who throws 4 straight sliders? I'm going to raise this one a little bit.
Usually gets a ton of swing and
There
misses.
we go. We'll take that.
Layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Damas has such a cannon at shortstop. Goodness gracious.
Here's Mookie Betts, runner in scoring.
Here's Mookie, and then
now the first pitch.
First pitch. Look at that dot after all those sliders. That is tough to do anything with.
Like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the break. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
2-1 now to Mookie.
Mookie's been patient. 2-1. He'll go after that slider again, and that will do it. What a game today. We had a run in every single inning as we win this game 9-1. Trent Grisham, another spark plug afternoon. He ain't going anywhere on this team. Ken Griffey had a nice day as well. He hit a home run, and an all-around great game for us. We had multiple guys go deep in this one, including our newest addition, Paul DeYoung, who went 1 for 4. And Jack Flaherty gets a nice win. Let's find out if we were on Hall of Fame or if we were on All-Star there. So we got a network error there. Hopefully that doesn't cause us any issues. Looks like we got our game in though. I'd be very surprised if it didn't count. Oh, I wonder if the servers somehow went down here. Let's see if we can get back in. That's so I'm looking on Twitter. It looks like the servers are down. I don't know if we're gonna get the win or not there. I'll check back with you once I hear something or once I find out, but we're gonna hope and pray that game counted, because that was a great game. But we'll find out either way. So for now, I'll check back in with you here in a little bit. Thank goodness, after a long kind of stressful period of time here, not too long, but long enough where I was getting a little anxious, we did actually get in, which is really great. Now I am curious to see, was that game on Hall of Fame or not? Let's look at the game summary. It looks like it was not. So that was an all-star game, which made sense because that ball kind of flew off our bat a little bit there. But we are finally going to be starting to play in Hall of Fame. We have made Division Series. Thank you so much for watching this episode of the Dynasty. I hope you enjoyed. As always, happy hitting.